Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome to The Curious Expedition. We're going to be making a run with Mary Kingsley here. So I was looking through the things that you have to do to unlock various explorers, and I noticed that this guy finished the game without getting into combat. This one, no wait, where's the other one? Finish every expedition with good standing, and there's another one, finish the game without attacking in combat. So I figured we could combine those three into a single run where we're nice to everybody and we never kill anyone. And I think Mary Kingsley is probably perfect for that. Reduced aggro chance. Can't use weapons in combat, but that doesn't matter if your plan is to never get into combat. So that's what we're going for today. Also, I'd love to win the game. You know, we have Nikola Tesla here with this lovely golden frame indicating that we made a statue of him. Obviously, due to my, some might say obsessiveness, I'm going to use the word completionism. We're going to have to get golden frames on all these portraits. So here we go. Mary Kingsley. Let's rock. I don't know what exactly we'll check out our crew once we get in. Yes, you want to build a statue. Oh, that guy with the hat is Aleister Crowley. That's interesting. We're going to play one more game on Expedition. Commenter said that Expedition is a difficulty where basically you should always be able to win. If you just play in a reasonable way, you can always win. Certain death is a lot more roguelite, a lot more like these procedural difficulty games, where it's possible that really bad stuff will happen and mistakes will have very, very big effects. So we're going to play one more game on Expedition difficulty at least. I'll see how I feel afterward. After rising at the break of dawn, I made haste and arrived at the docks. There were still some arrangements to be made, so I spent my time on the deck, enjoying the cool breeze. I can almost read. An affluent foreigner named Sir Dare Illimaid, perhaps, greeted me. He explained that he used to live in the area of our upcoming expedition before coming to England with a crew. He had thereafter settled and invested here, and requested I find his wife in his former village and guide her to London. Yep, I will do that. Okay. So, we're playing as Mary Kingsley. I suppose I could do a little bit of research. This could be more informative. I could tell you a little bit more about these people. I didn't do research. What I know about Mary Kingsley is that she was an explorer and an author. She wrote some books about her travels in Africa that I think were well received, I'm pretty sure. Lots of prestige. Obviously, enough prestige for her to appear as an explorer in a video game in the year 2016. After too many salty days at sea, one of the crew called Land Ahoy. Everybody was really mad about being on the boat. Just salty days. Let's take a slot full of water here and begin our expedition. Probably we won't need the water, but maybe we'll disturb a shrine that will end up with us having to trek through deserts or something. So if we're trying to keep our standing positive, we want to be very careful about staying with natives. We want to try to keep that to a minimum because they don't really like that very much. And I think the wording on all of those unlocks was finish the game. I think we just have to get to the end. I don't think we have to win. I don't think we have to get the statue. But, obviously, I would like to get the statues. So, looting shrines costs 3 standing, or it lowers our standing by 3. And if we want to finish every expedition with positive standing, we're going to have to bank standing, not spend it on staying, so that we can get up to 4 on each expedition and be able to loot a shrine. Because there's a lot of loot in those shrines. Alright, we arrived at a native village. The villagers were apparently a clan of powerful warriors and protectors of the region. As I observed the tribe, I noticed one woman was somewhat out of place. Yep, she's the wife of the wife I had been tasked to escort back to London. Oh, I should probably have looked at our crew. So we gained +2 standing. We have enough standing to loot. Let's also... Ooh. Yeah, they don't value this quite as highly as we do. Alright, so let's see what they do value. Nothing in our inventory has unusual value to them. We didn't actually use very many shovels at all last game. So we could trade them all of our non-ration supplies. Or we could do something a little bit more like this. This leaves us a shovel and a torch. As far as I know, the shovels are only useful for digging up treasure maps. And I don't think we're going to get a treasure map this early. We can buy more shovels later. So let's do this. Obviously, I want to preserve our only source of food. And we don't have a slot anymore, so we can't recruit. In a heartbreaking ceremony, Koyipa said farewell to her tribe. As we departed, she mentioned that she would like to visit a holy shrine in the vicinity to receive a blessing for her travels. I would like to do that as well. Alright, so let's look at our crew here. We have, of course, Mary Kingsley, ethnographer. Green dye, good blue dye. It looks like the dice that have all their faces filled have a little gold outline. I'm assuming that it's basically just there's 2 levels of each die. There's a level that has 2 blank faces and a level that has no blank faces. So we have good blue, bad green. And we have reduced aggro chance. Then we have here Kaikosru Terrapore maybe, who increases the sanity gain when resting in villages, and that'll keep improving. And he is a sexist. I don't know what game effect this will have. Yeah, I have no idea. Sujala, or Suyala maybe, the native warrior. Red die, 2 capacity, and stealth, reduced chance of triggering combat. So we probably want to keep this guy around and keep him leveled so that we can keep our aggro chance as low as possible. And we've picked up temporarily Koyipa, the native shaman, who gives us sanity gain from eating mushrooms and also is a sexist. And then we have Donkey, Missy Thurman the donkey. 3 capacity. We can mount up. Let's do that. -2 sanity travel cost base, and we of course can dismount to free up some inventory space. So let's have a look around. That shrine is way over there. We'll get there. It's important to keep your sanity costs as low as possible. A trader. The mysteriously dressed trader had valuable goods on offer, a collection of lost and founds. Let's see if he has any treasure. He hesitated before presenting us with a selection of his wares. We could not help but think that he was hiding something from us. That's very interesting. Okay, so he has supplies and these elephant tusks, which are very valuable. That's a lot of funds. So these have 60 funds on them. This has 40. Yeah, each one is 60 funds. So if I'm not too concerned about my fame, obviously it's important, but I could do this. I could trade my existing treasure, 40 funds worth of treasure, for 120 funds worth of treasure. Or to drop some rations, but let's focus mostly on keeping our expedition running. Like I said, I don't think we have to win. We're going to try to win, but survival is most important. Obviously, we can't get the statue made of us if we're dead anyway. I don't think they do that. Alright, what do we have here? A stone circle. I'm pretty sure that interacting with the stone circles doesn't cost standing. We're going to level up our stealth guy. A just reward. Came across a stone circle that was obviously man-made. So let's, I actually don't know what I want to reveal. Because we already have a shrine that's going to lower our standing. I guess reveal more settlements? He says the natives will not like this, but it did not lower our standing, so that's good. We're definitely going to need some food to make it over here. It looks like we're going to have to travel through quite a number of forest tiles. Mosquitoes. Yeah, this is expensive. Almost certainly worth it, though. Okay, a hyena. Now, the hyena won't necessarily... Oh, it has a 0% aggro chance. We have so much de-aggro ability that it cannot aggro on us. That's actually really cool. Alright. I can swear I hear the sound of rushing water below... Oh, because... Alright, I get it. The red text is not trying to tell me something about the shrine that I can take advantage of. It's telling me what the penalty will be if I take the things from the shrine. So the one with the sand... when it says we see sand, that must mean that it's going to turn the surrounding area into desert, and if it has cracks in it, then... Is that the one that makes mountains? I don't know. But this one obviously is going to cause a great deal of water to rise up from the earth. That's fine. And look at that. 70 and 50 fame. Beautiful. -3 standing. We are at 1. That is technically positive. We are out of sanity, though. Basically. And our compass is pointing us, it knows. I think we maybe can't afford to stop off for the butterfly. we're going to take a pretty bad... Honestly, there's no way for us to avoid running out of sanity. We just don't have access to supplies. Well, that's the pyramid at least. Come on, no event. Damn it. Oh, we were exhausted and terribly hungry. As the night fell, Suyala approached me with a suggestion. If we butchered one of the animals, we could regain much-needed energy. I'm not... Huh. That donkey just say animals can't speak? Let's not butcher the animal. Suyala became irrational and not open to any discussion. Okay, well, as long as you don't actually butcher the donkey. Let's get out of here. Alright, we had overcome these lands. I knew the name Mary Kingsley would be synonymous with victory. Alright. Things got a little close at the end there. Overall, not too bad. I'm sure we finished first. Yes, we get the 200 bonus fame. It's possible that I'm going for too many things at once and that I'm making the game too hard on myself. But, I like that I'm still riding the donkey. So what do we have here? Charismatic, recruit up to 2 units per expedition. That doesn't seem valuable at all. Defense die, not really valuable. I guess Navigator's the way to go. And this sort of dovetails with what we're doing in that we're probably not going to be able to stop in native villages too often. So we want to be able to find our way out quickly. I was really hoping we'd get Polyglot. Yeah, let's do this. So it looks like we are not in the lead. Wow. Freya Stark is killing it. 380. Let's sell these. And the gems as well. And then gift both of these, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. We're at 180 funds and 430 fame after the first expedition. That feels pretty good. I feel like that went okay. A harsh and desolate area for experienced explorers. A golden pyramid, of course. And a well-balanced region consisting mostly of wide grasslands. That sounds like a winner to me, but the title does have the word monstrous in it. Yeah, we'll be fine. And hey, we did the thing we were supposed to do. Sir Dare Illimaid returned to the harbor, eagerly awaiting news of his beloved. He was overjoyed as he saw her on our vessel. Shortly after, the two fell into each other's arms in a loving embrace. The couple thanked me for their reunion before they happily absconded from the scene and gave us some fame. Oh, 100 funds. I obtained new funds as a thank you. A scientist approached me this morning with a request. He told me about a mysterious box that was buried somewhere in the area we're traveling to. He promised to reward us generously if we brought it back to him. Interesting. Okay, so he gives us a treasure map and we have to... Okay. He nodded gratefully and wished us well. Before his departure, he warned us not to open the box. As I was one of the most famous explorers, tales of my expeditions had attracted quite some attention. So let's have a look. We could get a cook. Culinary finesse. We have a male sexist in the party, though, right? So we probably want to be careful about hiring females. I don't know what the game effects of it are. I assume what will happen is that if our sanity gets low enough, it will manifest and he'll, like, kill one of the women or something. We do have the option of bringing Tim Timster and Luis. I'm a little less excited about this than I was last time, because part of the thing that's great about Tim Timster is the dog is a fighter. But, I mean, extra fame is still good, and we can always fire him later if he doesn't really fit in. There's no sense going in with an empty slot, I guess, except that we could recruit natives. So what do we have? We have stealth and indigenous diplomacy. So I mean, like, the thing that makes the most sense is we probably want a cook or one of those plus sanity for mushrooms people, because we're gonna have to rely on food a lot more, not being able to rest with the natives so much. I guess let's bring Tim. It says Luis is a scouting dog. Does Luis have any... No, Luis does not have any skills that... I guess Luis brings a die that has an eye on it. Eyes are sometimes useful. Anyway, let's purchase equipment. So we're going to need shovels. We'll bring a couple of shovels. Whiskey is the only food, quote-unquote food, that we have available to us. We probably want some dynamite. I was about to start clicking on first aid kits, but actually, how much do we need first aid kits? If we're not going to be engaging in combat, these probably won't be that useful. Fireworks can be used to draw attention away from you during your next leg. Oh, so if we set off a firework, it could, like, draw animals to the firework. That actually might be really valuable for us. Let's buy a couple of those. We should have some climbing gear. I'm trying to think. We're going to want to spend 50 supplies on increasing Missy Thurman's carrying capacity. So, what else should I bring? We're going to a jungle. Let's bring machetes. Bring all the machetes. Get a couple more torches. We're actually, like... We have to be really careful using dynamite, though. I don't know how to use these. I'm not sure if I want to even include this. Well, we should bring five more points of something. Let's bring another shovel, I guess. And then improve Missy Thurman's saddle. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I don't know how to use the canvas to make pictures. I've had the canvas a couple of times now, and I never had an opportunity to... It never, like, lit up, as far as I could tell. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. We'll experiment with it later. For now, let's focus on getting paid. So, after weeks of traveling, we arrived at our expedition area. I knew this place held something special for us. We have a slot worth of water. We can always just throw it away. We should claim our prize and leave as swiftly as possible. I'm right with you there, Tim. Okay, so the map. Alright, we're looking for an area that's heavily forested. And we've discovered a trader. And we have a point that we could... I mean... Increasing the extra fame gained, especially if I'm concerned about our ability to just keep robbing the locals, is potentially valuable. But, like I said before, if anybody's leaving the party, it's probably Tim. I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to get rid of the translator since he's a sexist. And again, I don't know what the actual game effect of that is, but it's red. It's a bad thing. It would be cool to get rid of a guy who has a bad thing that we don't know what it does, because it makes me nervous. Let's level up Tim. This guy's ability is only relevant if we actually start staying in villages anyway. Let's approach the trader. Let's see what we got. This guy is in a splendid mood and presented rare wares that he hid under a blanket. Okay, we got the good stuff on this one. So there's that crystal ball. It has a value of 85. We will not be buying your crystal ball, sir. But we do have treasure maps. We also have a treasure pendulum. I'm not really sure how to work these. It seems like they don't light up, they just vibrate in your inventory when you get close to stuff. But I don't know how to know if I'm in the right place to dig for something. I don't know. Let's just buy a treasure map. So what would you like? This is 20 value. We could give him like a whiskey and a dynamite. That seems fine. Actually, yeah, let's do that. That's fine. Okay. So we got the scientist map, and we've got our own treasure map, which is another ambiguously wooded area. It's a wooded area with a lot of this. What is this? Bushes. Heavily bushy area and also woods. Alright, well, I don't see anything that leads me to believe that we're near either of the treasures just yet. Man, there sure are a lot of trees around here. Alright, so we're at 2 standing. If we take loot from the statue, we will lose standing. I don't think it's worth it. No, this stuff is not worth losing standing over. Alright, so we are looking for... We don't see an area that matches that yet, and the scientist map has like a... There's a clear spot in some trees. Yeah, none of this is quite right yet. We do see something up on a mountain over there. That elevated position makes it really obvious. I'd be careful about destroying trees because I need them as landmarks to tell when I'm near the treasures. Okay, we've got a gorilla who has a 0% aggro chance. As long as we don't mess with him, he won't mess with us. No, still no. Man, I like the 0% aggro chance stuff, though. Let's head over to here. Okay, new region discovered. I guess if you just travel enough in regions, you get more choices for next time, is what that means. Ooh, two different butterflies. Let's explore this cave. We need a torch to move inside. Oh boy. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We found a small passage in one of the walls that seemed to lead into another part of the cave. I don't know what exactly we're looking at here. We have a pretty good chance of rolling. We have 2 dice that are 50% eyes, and then 2 more dice that have eyes on them. Scouting dog might actually help. I think let's send in the translator, because he's the one I'd be least upset to lose, I guess. If things went wrong. Nope, we got eyes aplenty. We sent in Kaikosu to investigate the opening. After what seemed like an eternity, he crawled back out. He'd found the remains of a long-lost expedition, surely not an indication of our fate, together with some valuable items. Oh, nice. Jewels, a Costin flare. Neat. So, the Costin flare can illuminate areas, but as we learned last time, if you shoot it near vegetation, it will start a fire. So let's be cautious about using that. Let's go pick up this butterfly. Kingsley's tender moth. Oh, we can see a panther way up on a hill over there. We have to be careful. The panther is much more aggressive than the gorillas. I still don't think I see anything that matches either of our maps. And I'd love to find something that matches one of our maps, because I'd love to throw the map away. And we still have a slot full of water that we can ditch for actually absolutely no loss. I just bring it for safety. I guess let's do this. Let's help ourselves to another butterfly. We got our butterfly collection slowly getting more and more impressive. So we don't have any obvious direction. Our compass is pretty set. And it says north. Let's go north. Let's also drink a bunch of whiskey. More alcohol, indeed. Okay, nobody's an alcoholic yet. I'm kind of glad we brought all these machetes. I think I really underestimated the effect of the items that make it easier to travel. So I want this, but I'm concerned about... Oh, okay, this is... We don't have to be able to see the token that represents the animal. We can just mouse over any area in its region. So hyenas that will not mess with us. Let's go see if there's an easy way over to that thing. It is a mission. Okay. Oh, we got a level up point. I think we hold it, right? I don't think we actually care about leveling up Terrapore. Yeah, let's just hold it and level up one of the other guys. Sujala probably first. Yeah, let's go do this. Since that hyena has a 0% aggro chance. Oh, wow. Up on the hill, we can see for miles. This is beautiful. Alright, let's enter the mission. An old missionary. He was visibly relieved to see new faces, as they had operated remotely for what seemed like an eternity. Yeah, do you have anything cool? Oh, he has colorful marbles. These are great. The locals, freaking, they go nuts for these colorful marbles, man. I guess I feel kind of bad exploiting that, but... Listen, this isn't a game about being a good person. It's a game about imperialism. So this is 20 value worth of marbles, so we have to give him something with 20. He loves whiskey. We don't have a ton of supplies left. So the beans give 10. So we're trading 20 sanity for 10 sanity plus all these marbles. This isn't terrible. Actually, hold on. Yeah. Because if you ask to stay overnight, he wants to barter with you. So we can just do this all at once. I do want to stay overnight. And give me some cans of beans. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that deal. Alright, with his demands met, he permitted us to stay rest overnight. We were enlightened about a hidden region where an awe-inspiring array of elephant graveyards were situated. However, we were warned of occasional appearance of fierce beasts that protect the area. We marked the spot on our map for our next expedition. The remainder of the evening was uneventful, and we soon drifted off to sleep. Great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we get a bunch of sanity. Dude prays for us. A new site has unlocked. Huh. I'm not 100% clear on the terminology yet. Site just means one of these question marks, right? Oh, we're overburdened. Hold up. Wait. I'm traveling while overburdened because I'm a huge idiot. Well, I guess we can just eat some of these beans now. We can't actually eat all of our beans. We're above 35 sanity, so we're too sane for these beans. Well, we could just throw the extra can of beans away. That feels pretty not awesome. I don't want to throw anything else away either, though, obviously. We could maybe drop the fireworks. It looks like we maybe don't need them here. Alright, so we have 3 sweet butterflies in our sweet butterfly collection. This gorilla is 0% too, right? I assume. Yeah, okay. I assume they're all the same. Maybe that's not a safe assumption. Let's enter the mission. It's another mission. We'd like to stay overnight here, please. If we desired to rest within the walls of the mission, we'd have to make a donation. Yeah. You also really like whiskey? So any of this stuff would be a new inventory slot, right? We don't have any of these things. Maybe we just give him a whiskey and call it good? Or we could trade our beans for some rope. Yeah, okay, if we do this, that works. He regaled us with stories of a hidden region where a considerable number of ancient shrines could be found. However, he warned us about powerful geyser activity that served as a protection. We made sure to mark the location for our next expedition. So it says, mark the location for our next expedition, which makes me think that it's a choice we can make on the expedition screen, you know, a new place to go. But then, after we rest, it says new site unlocked. But it's definitely not unlocking new question marks here. Alright, let's stop by this cave, I'm sure it is. Oh, we probably... This actually looks like one of the maps. This one. Yeah. This is a location on one of our maps. It's the... Yeah, it's in the forest. Yep, and there's the water at the right side of it. Let's do this first, because we're going to be heading northwest. Yeah, let's go to the cave, then we'll come down here and get this. Friendly gorillas. I feel like Jane Goodall. I wonder if Jane Goodall is one of the characters you can unlock. Let us use a torch to explore. The walls were covered with aesthetically vivid prehistoric paintings that depicted a route to an isolated region many miles away. Yeah, when it says new site unlocked, it means a new place to pick as an expedition. It means for the next expedition. Okay. It must. Hello, gorilla. Alright, let's go here and dig. And what do we got? A tome page of water drain and a tome page of effortless movement. That's cool. Those are useful. I was hoping for a real treasure, but... So what about this map? We still haven't found a location that fits this. We're looking for a spot of bushes that is entirely surrounded by forest. And it can't be here, because to north of the bushes is another slot of bushes, right? Or no. No, actually. But there's no big hill. I don't see anything that matches that yet. And I believe you lose fame if you take on one of these. Oh no, this is it right here. I bet if we revealed these, they'd be forest. Okay, well that's, yeah, we can go down there. We can... Everybody drink up. You know, we got this, this tome page of effortless movement makes our movement not cost sanity. So actually, this isn't so bad. And we have enough machetes to get down here. Which space is the treasure in? It's this one. Yeah, this is only 39 movement. We really need to make sure that we bring the appropriate travel supplies all the time, because the machetes are making it so much easier to get around. It's had a huge, huge effect. Alright. We indeed found an interesting artifact. A mysterious box. It is sealed, and the guy told us not to open it. But I can... It's yellow surrounded. I could open it. I shouldn't, right? Man, I want to so much. Like, I don't have the words to express to you guys how much I want to open this box. Yeah, let's do it. Its time underneath the ground had preserved it tremendously, and its seal remained intact. What could possibly... I have to. Inside we found a dead cat. Before the initial confusion about this peculiar finding abated, the cat began to shrink down to the size of a tiny black speck comprised of strange pure darkness. The black speck hovered in midair for a brief moment. As I stumbled back in shock, it slowly began to expand. It did not seem to be inclined to cease growing, and I knew we had to depart this place as quickly as possible. Oh dear. What have I done? So the fact that it was a dead cat in there is probably a Schrodinger's cat thing. Probably a Schrodinger's cat joke that is being made. Yeah, let's flee. Let's make with the fleeing. We're pretty good at fleeing. We can flee an incredible distance. Travel. Oh dear. Well, I don't know what that is. That's not good, though. Oh, it's eating right through the landscape. Holy crap. Wow, we should not have opened that box. The scientist told me not to open the box. But I just assumed we're out of supplies, so I'm going to pop this. We need to go mostly north. Let's go onto a hill. Let's use our effortless movement to crest a hill. Get some vision. Okay, I sure hope this is it. Okay, that is it. And we picked up another... I've never had... What is that, 4? Yeah, pretty good. Let's get out of here. We're second place. We're almost third. Alright, that didn't really go that well. All things considered. And that scientist is going to be mad that we opened the box. To be perfectly honest, though, I'm kind of glad we didn't bring that box back to London with us. What if he had opened it? We don't know for sure that he, like, absolutely knew what was inside or what danger it posed. He could have obliterated London. I'm going to choose to believe that my expedition, that my actions here saved London. Nobody will believe us, of course. We'll get no fame for it. But, alright, what do we have here? Lone survivor. Survive a little longer when all alone. I hope that doesn't come up. Black market. Access to more gear when equipping. Or waterproof. Reduced movement cost in shallow waters. I think black market's probably pretty good. But I have to imagine that black market is more useful for fighters because it probably makes weapons more available. And a lot of regions have water. I'm actually really torn here. Well, you guys can enjoy the party for a little while at least. While I hem and haw here. I think let's go... Actually, black market probably gives us a better choice of what supplies we want to take as far as things that increase sanity. Let's take black market. I do at least want to know what it does, right, for next time. Wow, she's killing it. Oh, she probably was first, right? We did not get a lot of treasure. We will sell this because it's not worth anything fame-wise. And we have to sell this. We're at 30 funds. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, we opened up a ton of possibilities here. The treacherous water temples grasslands. Strange drylands. The horrible elephant dying grounds. The text does not always stay in the boxes. That's interesting. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of The Curious Expedition. Come back next time when we probably don't go here because there's a lot of angry animals. We'll go somewhere. It'll be fun. I don't know. Anyway, come back next time. We're going to try to muscle through the next expedition with only 50 supplies worth of goods. That'll be an adventure. We'll see you then.